It's day 6 of power building. We got legs and core today. I'm gonna get a meal in real quick. I'm gonna get to the workout. I haven't squatted in a really long time, so I had no no safeties, and so I can't really fail and drop the weight, or else it's gonna break the floor. So I had to get warmed up and take it kind of cautious. So I started with the bar, and I always start with the bar, and then normally I don't put the warm up in here, but it's my first time squatting. I'm excited to do it. So I feel like I wanted to put the warm ups in, and then I went to 135 for a little warm up, and then I did that for a few reps. But normally, I get a little like a warm up in, but I didn't want to get too much of a warm up. I just wanted to get into my heavy squats, because it felt so nice to finally squat again. So this first set I did 255. My bad, 245. And then my second set I went down a little bit of weight, and I did 225. And on the right side of the bar, I forgot to put the clip on. That's for all the weights like that. That wasn't on purpose, but it's whatever. I didn't even notice it when I was squatting. It's always good to put clips and squat with safeties and everything, just so you're safe, and your floor is safe and everything. I might get some flooring and put some flooring up there, but we'll see. I'm not sure yet. But here's the second set. I did 225. It's 35 in the middle. Even though I was scared to go heavier and everything, I still did. I still went like heavy enough for me to feel it. But yeah, that's my weight that I like to go. That's heavy enough for me. When I get the safeties and stuff, I'm gonna go even heavier. I might even try to go for like a 1 or 2 rep max, just because I'll have the safeties, and if I fail, then I can just drop it right down on the safety racks, and I'll have to drop it on the floor. And these leg extensions, I should have started off with these, but I forgot about them. I was so excited. I was so excited to finally squat and get the bar. And with these, I'm gonna have to go really slow and controlled next time, because like this time I didn't go as slow as controlled. I kind of just went normal, and I barely even felt it in my legs, even with that extra 10 I had to add on top, because it has no room, and it keeps hitting me in my legs and everything. But I barely felt it. I did some partials at the end, because that would really help me feel it some more, but I barely did feel it. So next time I do them, I'm gonna have to go really slow control, because I can't add. There's no way for me to add any more weight than this. And what I want to do is start off with like heavier stuff, like for my split squats. I don't want to start off with those, because I already maxed them out, and so that's why I started off with like squats and these RDLs and everything. And but with the leg extensions, I like to start off with those always, because they warm up my knees, warm up my quads, so they're good. It's a good warm up for squat. But with these RDLs, I always start off with the bar whenever I'm doing compound lifts. I might not always show the warm ups, but I do warm up. I think it is very important that you warm up, that you don't hurt yourself and everything, and then warm up with this 135. And my first set I did 255, and for my second set I went down a little bit, and I did 225. But my form, honestly, I thought it was gonna be a lot worse than it was, but it really wasn't that bad. The one bad thing about it is I could have done more reps, but my hands were slipping, and I like when I'm in the gym, I like to like stretch them out. Even if my hands are slipping, I'll still go and try to get another one just to stretch my hamstrings. But I can't do that here, because if I drop the weight, it's gonna drop on the ground, and then that's gonna be bad. This set I did 245, not 225. My bad. And with this, I really could have got more reps. I could have got at least one more, but I was too scared of my hands slipping, of my losing my grip and dropping it on the ground, and then ruining the ground. And for these split squats, this is why I like to do everything else first and then the split squats last, because my last workout I did the same exact weight, I mean, I've been doing the same weight for a while, but with my last workout, I did the same exact weight but I think I got like 20 reps or something like that. But in here was good because I'm pretty sure I got around 8 to 12 for my first set, and the second set I get around 6 to 8. So like my legs are already dead, so I can get even more out of them than if I were to just like start off with them and then get 20-30 reps. I don't like that, so that's why I like to do them last. Also, my bad about the split squats. I only got one set. I did 2 sets, but the first set didn't record. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, I was kind of struggling. And then I did these calf raises, and after these calf raises, I did some tibialis raises. I like to do the calf raises with weight. I normally do 2 sets of 20. And then maybe if I'm feeling it, if I don't feel it, I'll do a third set, and then just do like some partials. But for these tibialis raises after this, I like to do them because, like, if I do run or anything, then they help because I got bad shin splints. So if I am running, then my shin splints will come. So that's why I do them tibialis raises, and they help a lot with shin splints. Like, you might not think that they help that much, but that tiny little muscle, like, I started doing like tibialis raises, like leaning against the wall. You don't even have to have the machine. You can just lean against the wall, and I was just doing them like that, and it was really helping my shins. They went from like one day they were like crippling, like I could barely like walk after I got done running, and then the next day I did them that night, and the next day I was like pretty much healed. Like I was like perfectly fine. It took me a few minutes to recover after running, but I could run again. And they help a lot more than you may think. So if you are running or in anything, or you got shin splints, always do some tibialis raises, but make sure you go like high volume, because they are well, for me, I do higher volume on them, because like I don't feel them as much, because I mean the muscle is just like it's so small, and it's like not that strong, so you can't really do a lot of weight. I mean, you probably could. You probably could do a lot of weight, but I find it more beneficial to just do lighter weight with higher volume for these tibialis raises, because I like to. It really feels the burn. Like you can really feel a burn, and it feels good after. But maybe if you want to try a lot of weight, more weight with less reps, then that's fine too. I haven't tried this, so I can't give any suggestions for that. For both of these sets, I did 15. And I go like kind of not really slow, but I'm gonna have to start going slow soon. I do control them though, and that's what you always want to control. No matter what you're doing, always control the weight up and down. Don't just bring it up and then just let it fall to the ground. Always control it on both ways, up and down. And after these tibialis raises, I went into some core work. So some people don't like. Like, I know people that don't like to train abs and everything because they think that it's kind of pointless, because they are like mainly made in the kitchen, which is fine, but you can always still train them and make them strong and everything, make them better. Like some people, they don't train them because they're like, oh, when I'm doing my squats, I'm bracing, or when I'm doing tricep push downs, you're bracing your core and you're keeping it tight and not moving, and they think that's enough. And I mean, it can be. Like, it does work. You don't really have to train abs, but I like them. I think of them as every other muscle. Always, you can always train them, make them better, make them stronger. And with these leg raises, I know, like, I like to do the leg raises and do that little like hip thing at the top, because I feel it like on the way up, and then bringing my hips back down. It feels so crazy on my lower abs. Like, the burn is insane. Like, it looks like I could do a few more reps, but the burn is just so bad that it's like it feels like I want to throw up. Like, the burn is insane from like bringing my hips up, and then when I bring them back down, it's so crazy. It's so much better than just doing regular leg raises on like the floor or something. And with my hands, I have them on there. And I don't like to use them as like a boost. I just use them for support, because if I don't, then I'll slide off the bench. but I don't like to use them to like help me get up. So if you do like do them, and you have your hands somewhere like that, try not to help them to push you up. Just keep them there for stability, so you can stay in a straight line and not slide off the edge of the bench. And I'll let y'all finish the ab workout in peace. All right, I'm done with the legs and core workout. You already know what's next, so let's get to it. I can't skip my cardio. Even though sometimes I don't put it in the video, I always do my cardio. I'm always doing it. Unless like the only times I don't do it is when I'm doing it for 3 days in a row. I take 1 day off of it. I'm like a biceps day maybe. I might not do it for that. I just do like a little biceps workout and then get my food in and rest. But I always do my cardio for at least 6 days out of the week, at least 100 minutes minimum. And you can't be scared of cardio. You gotta do that. But thank y'all for watching. I'll see you on the next one. If you enjoy, let me know. Got any suggestions? Let me know. Always push past your limits.